I often say here, I was raised by a feminist mom. It was never a thought that I would be a stay-at-home mom. I was raised thinking I would always have a career. I was an engineer, so I worked really hard to fit into a man's world. I actually was just at a women in tech conference, and one of the younger women, she's like, "You're old, you have wisdom." But she's like, "Tell me how I fit into a man's world and how I become more like the men." And I said, "Oh, that's not the answer." I said, "I spent my whole life betraying who I was as a woman and my skills and talents and abilities as a woman trying to fit into a man's world. It took me until I was 55 to realize that that wasn't the right way to do it." And I have such a strong testimony of how important our feminine traits are and how important the whole family proclamation is. I'm like the antithesis of all those things, as you know, going through my career and in my family. But I think because of that, I really understand and know how important it is to embrace all those feminine attributes and skills and gifts and talents that we have and use them in business and not try to be like the men. And we have to learn to value men in the same way. And I think we're so off kilter in those regards now. It just breaks my heart. But
Well, it's synergy. We need each other. I did a lot of research in my postdoctoral work and just a number of interviews of women and men. And women do have a unique way of leading and a unique way of business. There is a difference. I know there's a lot of research and a lot of scholars who try to teach that there is not really a difference between women and men, and I just laugh at it. Like I've done enough of my own research to know that that is just simply, it's very obvious. It's extremely obvious, and obviously the teachings of the prophets. Women have a unique way of leading, and frankly, we are seeing more and more research that's just showing how important it is to lead as a woman the way a woman needs to lead. But at the same time, how beautiful it is when the two merge. Like, synergy is so important. But I'm so grateful for women who lead as women and
yes.
use the gifts and talents that women have, and for men who lead as men, and that we really do recognize that we forge ahead when we are united together.